Wednesday night's debate was a rematch of 2017, and while the candidates running for president this time were the same, this was a very different debate. At times it seemed as if the candidates had adapted the tactics of their opponent, with incumbent Emmanuel Macron much more combative, regularly interrupting his right-wing challenger Marine Le Pen to defend his performance in office so far. For Le Pen, she was less flustered this time and came more prepared on economic and foreign policy issues. Topic number one was the cost of living, which is perhaps the major concern for French voters this time around. Le Pen has campaigned for months on the issue, while Macron only officially announced his candidacy much later and has had far less time to defend his track record in the face of intense criticism, particularly as it relates to France's inflation bonus for low-income households.
Vous faites encore une fois des chèques.
What I want is to give money back to the French. You gave aid once again. I tell you that these checks are inflationary. It's always been the case in every economy. When you provide people with government payments, it adds to inflation.
The candidates also clashed on the night's other major topic, the conflict in Ukraine. Macron called out Le Pen for a loan financing her 2017 campaign, which came from a Russian bank, as well as a now notorious photo of her shaking hands with the Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Vous dépendez de Monsieur Poutine.
You depend on the Russian regime and you depend on Putin, because a few months after you said those comments on Crimea, Mrs. Le Pen, you took out a loan in 2015 from a Russian bank, the first Czech Russian bank, which is close to the government.
And the two candidates also clashed heavily on how they view the European Union and how they would work to combat climate change. Going into this debate, polling suggested that Macron had the advantage over his opponent, but both campaigns will be watching closely to see if their performance has now changed that. Ryan Thompson, CGTN, Paris.